Joining me in Mercer County for week number 1 of Feeding Farmers in the Field is Mitch Regedanz. And Mitch, first of all, congratulations. Did you put in the nomination?
I did.
And is it coincidence or just plain luck that you were one of the winning families 2 years ago on the last week, and this year you won on the first week? Congratulations.
Well, thank you. I didn't expect it. I was listening to the radio and I entered, and 2 days later I got a call. So
it must have been pretty early on to get that quick of a turnaround.
Yep.
Nice, cool shirt you got.
Well, thank you.
We thank our sponsors for all that as well. Give us, everybody, an update. Where are you at in school?
I'm graduated. I graduated in 23. I'm working at Blue Ribbon Feed Mill in Carthagena, Ohio, just south of Salina on 127. I drive truck.
And work on the farm.
I do work on farm, yep. And all kinds of hog feed, steer feed, dairy feed, do some bag feed. So for all your feed services, come find us.
Do you haul the feed in here for your turkeys?
No, we do not. That's all done with Cooper's. Cooper's provides all of our turkey feed.
Now, you've got what you call a starter barn. Give everybody listening and viewing, what is a starter turkey?
Starter turkey, they come in at a day old when they get there, and then they leave at 5 weeks old, so they're probably 5 or 6 pounds approximately, and then they go to a finisher barn, which my grandma and grandpa have, and then they raise them to be about 20 weeks.
Actually, if we walk around the corner of the house and look west, we can see the finishing barns from here. It's pretty close and handy for that.
Yes, it is. They don't go down to my grandma and grandpa's all the time. It's a once in a great while, just because of scheduling stuff and everything. So
tell us about some of the rest of the farm. Crop year, it's dry now, but we actually found some mud. You got a little bit of rain earlier in the week. Yes,
over the past 3 days, we've gotten about 1.5 inches. That's the first rain we've had in the past 2 or 3 months, and I wish it would have came a month earlier. It would have really gave things a boost. Stuff kind of just died out before it matured, really.
For everybody watching, it is September 24th, and it's going to have to actually dry a little bit to get back in the field and be comfortable.
Yeah, it's pretty wet out there, so we're hoping to maybe get out there today for this, but it just rained too much, so it wasn't going to work.
You've already got some harvest done. Any idea what the moistures or the yield look like on the farm?
We did about, I'm going to say probably 80 acres of beans, and these out here, they did about 60, 65, and they were testing like between 9 and 10. And my personal field, they ran about 45, and they were 10 to 11. They were actually a little wetter. So
Luke climbed underneath the header out there that was sitting on the stand and found an ear of corn. It looked pretty good. Any idea what the corn was going?
We'd shelled about 20 acres of corn, and it was testing about we had 4 loads, and they were anywhere between 15 and 18 straight out of the field, and I think it made about 200, right at 200, whenever across the scale. So.
And for people who aren't involved in farming, when you say 15 to 18% moisture, that 15 is what we normally sell it at, but you don't normally get to that till way into the fall, and sometimes if you get it all, it's after Thanksgiving. So everything is early this year.
Yes, for sure. It's real early this year. We're ahead by probably 2 weeks getting started. We were ahead, so it was really surprising to see our first corn planted. It was down to 15% when we started. It was kind of surprising. So,
any idea how long it'll take you if Mother Nature continues just a little moisture in a dry week or two? How long will it take to finish harvest?
We got quite a bit to go because we harvest about 1,600 acres. So it'll be, as long as weather providing, we can just keep going. We should be able to be done by mid-October, I'd say, if we can keep her rolling.
And you help another family, a family friend, about 10 miles from here in Indiana. So, again, some of that depends on who's dry and ready to run, and that's where you take the equipment and go.
That's right. They've got some stuff ready. I think that'll be probably our next place that we go. They got some few beans ready, but that's about it. Otherwise, we've got our corn's closer than theirs. So we'll probably end up getting all of our beans off and then just switch to corn and go hammer down. So.
Mitch, thanks for visiting with us. We're at the Regedanz Farm on the northwest side of Salina, and that's in Mercer County. Thanks for joining us for week number 1 of Feeding Farmers in the Field.